we go. Hi. Hello, I'm so glad to see you guys. Let's start with our bridging on the mat, but if you want to use your roller, you can. At this moment, I'm just going to wake up with the feet on the mat, and that way everybody can come in as they're ready. And we'll plan about 10 of these, but really the more important thing is if you can just feel your low back getting attention all along the way. And what we'll do is think about each foot having 4 corners. The mound of the big toe, the pinky mound, the inner heel and the outer heel are all pressing equally, 25% in each of those areas. And you feel your breathing is fluid in and out, full and expansive, not forced, but a full allowing. The low back sometimes takes a little bit more conscious effort to get awakened. So each one of your bones comes down one at a time. Now at the top of this one, we're going to stay up with the hips level. The arms can float over the head and rest on the floor, palms up, kind of like a field goal post, and then just breathe. I like to close my eyes on these because it helps your focus go inside. So just see if that works for you. Breathe in, fill up your belly, ribs, and your heart, and then exhale it all out without force, but just allowing. Breathe in fully. Take it one more time. Breathe in fully. Now, as you're ready, lower your spine, and at the sacrum or the hips, place your right ankle on your left thigh and reach your hands through your window. And you might even want to rock a little bit right and left. Karen, you might want your pillow so that you're able to reach the legs easier and there's no strain at all. I like to add a little rock. You might even want to add movement in your ankles. Breathe. Release any tension in the neck. 5, the jaw is soft. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to take it to the other ankle to thigh. Reach your hands through and hold on to the thigh or the shin, and you might want to rock back and forth. Breathe in. Letting your body ease into movement. Maybe you can move the ankle and the toes and just enjoy. 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale. Now both hands go to the inner feet or ankles and the knees are wide. So it's like you're a butterfly. Again, you could rock a little here. Breathe in. Your elbows might even help open up your inner thighs. And then take up the right leg and hold on to the thigh, pour the left leg down and add a point and a flex here. Now, if you can, spread out your toes and then point, and then pull back and spread out your toes and then point. If your toes don't really spread, just do the best you can or use your fingers to help. Spread, point, spread, and point. And then pull your toes back and hold the hamstring stretch. Pour your other leg down and then switch it up. So we're just touching some stretches. Now the other leg's up, and if you can, add the spread, just do the best you can, and then point. And then pull the toes back and spread them apart. If you have to, get your hand up there and help, and then point, and then spread as wide as you can, and point, and spread, point, and then you can hold the toes back and feel the hamstring stretch. Breathe in fully. And now we're going to hug both legs in for a moment. You can even rock. The next one is that your feet are on an imaginary table, and I'll break it down. One leg extends and then the other. Your ribs are down, and you might just decide this is what you need to do. If you would care to add on, place your hands behind your head, add a rotation, shoulder towards the knee or elbow towards the opposite knee. Breathe in, pull your toes back, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Recover for a moment, and this time you can do a happy baby so the hands are on the feet and the knees are wider. This is also a place where you could rock a little bit. This is a great way to help the back by releasing the hips. A lot of time you can help the back. Now let me give you the modification of the next one. It looks like you're a pair of scissors. Your legs could be long, but if you would like to modify, you would bend the knees. Another way to modify is not go down so low. So lower is harder, and the hands can now help. Good, you already know what I'm gonna say. And your leg is in, and then you pull your hands to that one. So do what you need, Miss Karen. Yep, 10, yep, 9, 8, 7, yep, if that's okay, 6, 5, 4, lifting, 3, 2, 1. Now this time leave your left leg down and put your right leg in the air. Now this is abdominals as well, but the leg is going to draw circles, and you try to keep the rib down. Breathe in. And you're also strengthening the muscles around the thigh. You're trying to keep your jaw relaxed. Point to your toes. Breathe in. And you're going to take about 10 each way. And the main thing is your quality more than quantity. So your ribs are down, your pelvis is stable, your shoulders are down, your neck is not, your neck is relaxed, I should say, not tense in the jaw. Breathe in. Now, when that leg's up again, the same leg, just do another stretch. Pull your toes back if you can and feel that hamstring. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. The other leg's getting a stretch. 2, 3 in the hip flexor. Now let's switch it up. You can slide your left heel up, and you can lengthen it, and then you can slide your right leg down. Hands are beside your hips like you're a frame. Now draw like your hands are a frame. Draw circles. Keep the ribs down. Keep the breath fluid. Sometimes it's easy to hold our breath, so we're going to let it be continuous. We'll do 10 the other way. Breathe in. Your jaw is soft. That's a cue you can check anytime to make sure you're not clenching at the mouth. And sometimes that even happens at night when we're dreaming. So just want to try to relax it when we can. I like to separate my lips to ensure I'm not clenching. That's one of my little tricks. Now your leg can be up in the air after that 10th one, and just feel that wonderful stretch. Try to hold 10 while you relax everything else. 9. All right, now your hands can go underneath your legs. You can actually use your legs and your abs to come up. Let's grab a sip, and then we'll meet back on the floor. And I'm gonna have us do a few hands, knees. Catherine, if your knees don't like this, double up your mat, although it looks like you have a really good padding system right now, right? Yeah. So I don't want anyone's knees to hurt. In other words, if you need to pad it up more, please do. Another trick is if your wrist doesn't like it, you just fold your knuckles under. Breathe in, curl up. Breathe in. Now this is cat-cow. And I'm going to do a few exercises that are just all the time, anytime, good for the back. Now you're in a all fours. Try to keep your back straight like you're a table. Reach your right arm and your left leg out, and then put those legs. Keep doing the opposite, so left arm, right leg. And a few goals are that your hips don't rock, your belly pulls up. your head doesn't drop, it's ear in line with the shoulder. Now, if you care to add on, lift up your toes and your shin. This seems like a PT exercise, and it's also a rehab exercise, but what we're doing too is telling the multifidus, which are really important muscles for the spine to not hurt. We're telling them to turn on here. They're little stabilizers. Here we go. 4 more. Just do the best you can with no toes. 3, lengthen, and everybody looks good. In other words, I don't see rocking. 2, that's good. Good, Karen. And then 1. Now, if you can take a child's pose, do, but if not, do puppy dog. So Catherine, you might like puppy dog. Good. That looks good. Yeah, 5, 4. And then let's go out to the forearm plank. We're gonna do a set, and if you need another set, please do. We're gonna do a set of each plank. Forearm, side plank, side plank. The first one is forearm. Reach your toes back and hold. 20. Now we're gonna turn, set up for a side plank, and hold for 20. Breathe in, lower at the hip. We're gonna do 20 on the other side. Woo. All right, here we go. Lift up your hips, reach your arm up. I like to stretch the fingers as well. 1. And then lower down. Now we're gonna touch some swan muscles. I'm gonna tilt my screen down a little bit, but basically belly down so that you can add on your hands helping you. Possibly either forearms or hands helping you up. Now at first just hold. With your inhale going to your big back, your ribs, the big secondary muscles of respiration. Lower your torso, lift up both legs. Now lower your legs, lift up your upper back. Lower your upper back and lift up your legs. Lower your legs, lift your back. Lower your torso and lift your legs. Lift up your torso and your hands help. Lower and then lift up your legs. Now we're going to hold the upper body here. So a place where you feel like you can hold for 10. That looks good, Michelle. That looks good, Catherine. And that looks good, Karen. Everybody looks good. Keep breathing. The elbows are pointing down. The neck is easy. The breath is full. Now begin lowering until your head is on your arms or your cheeks on your arms, something that makes you comfortable. Lift up one leg long and then lower it. Lift up the other leg long and then lower it. Now you're at your own pace, just lengthen and lift about 20 times. And I'm at 6 if you're on my cadence, and 7, 8, 9, and we're trying 10 more. Keep the little lift in your belly like there's a piece of ice underneath your belly button. 13, 14, 15, the neck is soft. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now the hands go beside your hip bones. With your inhale, lift up your torso. Can you, if you want to lift up your toes, add that too. Now recover. If you care to add on your hands at your lower spine, you can do that too, but if you need to keep them by your hips, do that. So otherwise, lift up your back extension. And good, Karen, and good, Catherine, good, Michelle, everybody looks good. The neck is effortless, the jaw is loose. Recover. We're gonna do it again. You could switch your fingers if you'd like. Come up, inhale. Now exhale, either windshield wipe or child pose. And I'm gonna add on a toe curl under with this one so that if your feet need a stretch, you have a little bonus here. And everybody, after skiing, Karen, you probably need a foot stretch. 5. All right, come back to hands and knees. Now the first move is like we did earlier, which is cat-cow. If you care to do a different move, you could lift up your knees and then do cat-cow. In the beast, breathe in, exhale round, breathe in, and exhale round, breathe in, and exhale round. One more. And then have a seat, and if you would like to sit, grab it. We're gonna put our legs out in front of us, so when you're done grabbing a sit, you can meet me with your legs stretched. And we're gonna do arms out like a T. Now it's just lateral flexion. So we're gonna do 6 dynamic, and then we're gonna hold it. So think about each one warming you up to a deeper lateral flexion. Not forcing it, but it will probably happen organically. Breathe in, and good. It's at your own pace. Now when you get to this side, or a side, it really doesn't matter, we're gonna make it even. Now just enjoy. I like to rotate too. Even the arm is fun to rotate for the different shoulder. It's like I'm pulling your arm, like you're Velcroed to the floor. That looks really good, guys. Inhale, notice it, notice it, notice it. Up, over. It's hard to leave one side when it feels so good. But then the good news is this side feels like it needs it too. Add your rotation. Breathe. So if you have a tighter spot, like when I rotated down, I felt a tiny spot I didn't know was there. It's not big, but I just want to give it more attention. So if you have that, sometimes you discover it when you're moving in the stretch. Go up, and I'm going to put my feet this way just so that I can show you the rack. Go up and behind, and your inhale lifts up and behind. Now elbows really soften, then lift your heart. Breathe. If you can spread out your toes here, that's one more cue. And the flexibility and pliancy of the feet help decrease back pain, joint pain. So another way to say it is sometimes tight feet are associated with tight back. So we are also stretching our feet. Breathe in. And then exhale. When you come up, you can sit any way you want. We're gonna fingers interlace and massage the wrist. This is just a nice little thing you can do to keep your hands healthy. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna put our arms out. Now, this is a 6 count rotation. So any way you wanna sit. So 1, and then you're gonna rotate 2, I'm gonna move up a little, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, you can hold your hands wherever they go. So for me, it's on the thigh and on the floor, that a girl, and then leave them and let them help you. Upper back is our focus. 10. Inhale, open up those arms, look gracefully. Exhale to the other side. I'm gonna look at you, but you're probably looking over your shoulder. I like it. 10, and that looks really good. 10, 9, 8, 7. You might even notice you rotate more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, and then exhale, bring it back. Nice job. We're going to take a sip and then we're going to meet for a challenge. Karen, we did this while you were away, I think, but we did a 1 minute challenge. If you would like to do it for a minute, great. If anyone needs to modify, please do. I'll call out some key points. 1 minute plank. And I got to have an official timer. So instead of me counting, because sometimes I count fast, here we go. All right, get ready on your forearms, on your mark, on your set, go. I'll be calling out some key moments so that you can know if you need to rest or break it up. Another thing is it does help motivate. That was already 10. And keep pulling your belly in. So far, everybody looks solid. And this is a good time to practice your mental game. 20, I feel good, I feel strong is one of my mantras. I'll inhale, I feel good, and I'll exhale, I feel strong. I do that in biking and other sports, but see what works for you. I'm already gonna say we're at 38. I feel good, I feel strong. 42, 45, 50, 55, that was 60, guys. Celebrate. That was good. I like it. Okay, forearms down. That's pretty good. Good job, guys. There, you can relish that feeling of being able to do 60 seconds. Woo! All right, we're gonna take a little breath with that. So the breath is both pose, 1 foot, 2 feet, or just interlace. So come up. Your choice, 1 foot, 2 feet, or interlace your fingers. Good, breathe. Relax for a moment, and we're gonna do that again, or the other foot. Here we go. Good. Neck is easy. All right, some type of recovery, child's pose, or puppy dog pose, or windshield wipe, and grab a sip. One more challenge is the side plank 1 minute, but I'd like to give you the opt. If you need to stop at one of the points I yell, like 20 or 30, you can. You can even break it up into 2 sets, right? Elbow underneath. Here we go. On your forearm, get set, go. I'll call out the points here. Everybody looks so solid. I feel good, I feel strong is my mantra. See what works for you. I feel good, I feel strong. Belly in. Breathing is a nice one too. A full breath is confidence. Positive emotion. A realistic positive emotion, not a fake one. It's authentic. It's 30 seconds already. I feel good, I feel strong. Inhale, I feel good. Exhale, I feel strong. Another one I used to use when I was racing bikes was I'm a machine, I'm a machine. So whatever feels good to you. 48, 50, 55, and come down. That was 60, guys, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna take Mr. Timer. This is a really fancy app called Stopwatch. So you too could have it. It's free on Apple. No, it's on your forearm. Get set, go. I feel good, I feel strong. You also call on all your training. You'll have been training for years now, and you call on that. And confidence is knowing that you've been doing your training, you've been putting in the quality repetitions, and now you're just showing up to show it off. 28, 30. That was already 35, guys. That was already 40. I feel good, I feel strong. I'm a machine, I'm a machine. You breathe in energy and you exhale out power. Breathe in energy, exhale out power. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's 60. Good job. Lie on your back, pull your legs in. I'm going to put this little guy away. That was great. Put this guy away and pull your legs into your belly and stretch. And if you need a sip, grab a sip too. And then let your feet down and curl your spine back up. Now at the top, we're going to do 10 little pulses of 1 to 2 inches where the knees are over the heels in neutral. Now we're going to let the knees touch gently and do 10 little pulses of this internal rotation. Then we're going to let the knees go a little wider than your heels and do 10 little pulses. Now we're going to put the knees over the heels and the right ankle can rest on the left thigh, almost like a figure 4, but you're going to drop your hips and lift up. This is going to be 10 of the reps. 2, one leg's in a little bit of a hip stretch. 3, one foot's doing the work. 4, neck is easy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the other foot comes down and put the other one down and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hug the legs in. You can do a thigh in your belly or hands to your feet, whichever you need. This next one is called double leg stretch. You hug your shins and you reach your arms and your legs out, and then you sweep your arms around to your shins again. You go out with your inhale, and then you guys already know it. You came up if you would like, and you stay up in your torso. Breathe in and exhale. This one is double leg stretch. You're pulling the belly in as you stretch your limbs out. 4, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, and recover. Take a breather. You can rock a little right and left. The next one is a mix of moves. So starting with the little pair of scissors, that's your base move and your modification. But if you want to add on, place your hands behind your head. You rotate while one leg's up tall, and then you rotate while the other one is. So you're gently pointing, belly in. Good. Now pull your toes back for another set of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hands in between the knees to the feet. That was really good. Hold there. Both feet down again. Curl your spine up again. Now stay here, and if you care to add on, take your right leg, point it all the way up, flex it all the way down, and point it all the way up. There's a little hamstring stretch. Keep the knee pretty long. Good. 4. Breathe in and out fully. 5. And then we're helping the nervous system with that full breathing, and we're helping the happy hormones. 7. The nervous system loves that full breathing. The oxygen, the brain loves all that oxygen. It likes that increased blood flow. All right, the right foot goes on the floor, realign, and then let's take the left leg up, really point and really flex. Reach through your ankle. It's also called nerve flossing. 3, if you flush your teeth. 4, keeping those nerves healthy. 5, good, your neck is easy. There's no tension in your jaw. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let that left foot go back on the floor. Now lower your spine and hold the legs in and just a little rock. I'm going to do a little right and left, but you could certainly do circles if you want to. 5, 4, 3, 2. Both legs go up. Both hands come down beside your hips. Draw a circle. Now inhale and exhale, draw a circle. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. And around. And around. All right, we're going to do 4 more. And 4. And 3. 2. And 1. Hug your legs in. Now, this next one is going to be one of 2 things. It could be one of a few things. It could be you take a crunch. It could be you lengthen your arms and your legs, you peel up, and you do 5 roll-ups. If that feels like it's too much, do the modified crunch I showed in the beginning. Good. Or you could also do a partial roll down. So see what works best for you. Good. 2. I think even partially rolled it. There you go. Good. And then up and exhale. Notice how good it feels to breathe fully with this one. Because extension and flexion are really facilitated with the breath, you feel like it feels so good when I breathe in and I'm stretching. And then it feels so good when you're exhaling, you're reaching forward. I've already done 5, but I'm going to do one more bonus one. Inhale. And then we'll stay up on this last one. Exhale. Nice. Now we'll grab a sip if you'd like. I'm going to have us stay seated because we're going to do the one called the saw. And the feet are wider in the saw. The sip. It's a goat milk yogurt smoothie. And then and rotate, goat milk yogurt smoothie. There, I said it. And then reach. I couldn't get my words out. Reach. Now this one's fun because there's a lot going on. It's pure rotation, and then you stretch your finger past your toe if you can. And then what I think is nice to do is at first, the first 2 are always tight, and then eventually I can get my wrist to my pinky toe, but just see what feels good. One side's a little tighter, so I sometimes have to focus on that. So if you notice that, that's okay. Just focus a little bit on that and see if it helps. 4 more and reach. Now it's feeling a little warmer, rotation. 3 is really good for the posture muscles. 2, and then this ought to feel good on your knees, Miss Catherine, because it's stretching the back of them. Now, just for fun, I'm going to open up the legs more, go up and over. Now we get to put 2 of our favorite things together. This lateral flexion, also good for posture, and a thigh stretch. 10, do whatever rotations you're craving. 9, now inhale, go up and over. Now just briefly, we're going to go down the middle. So you can do hands wide or hands narrow, just whatever works for you. Relax the neck. 10. And then as you're ready, come up, grab a sip if you'd like, and we're going to go back to some front planks. And these are going to be dynamic. So instead of holding it for a minute, we're moving. The movement's going to be forward and back, like you're going 2 inches forward and back. It's like you're in a tube. Forearms are down, toes are down. You can stay put, or you can push forward and then drop back. All right, turn sideways. This hand, I'm going to move forward because you want room to be able to stretch. Your hand's going behind you, really, and then it rotates under. And if you can, it goes behind you. That's like a little bonus stretch. Good for the posture muscles of the chest and the anterior deltoid, the shoulder, even through your fingers. Breathe in. Breathe in. I like it. Good. 8. Good. 9. Then you can lower your hip, go to the other side. You see how we sneak in rotations a lot? It's because it's so good for your upper back. Go up with your inhale. We do them in stretches and we do them in work, like this. Belly. It also works your core, of course. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then let go. Woo! How about take bound angle? This stretch is like a butterfly. Then your feet, your hands go to your feet, and you can even stretch out. If you have a tight big toe or a tight pinky toe, this is a good place to stretch it. Or if you have a second toe that's trying to fold in, you can just stretch it. And then inhale and come up. This is a possible reverse table or reverse plank. So listen to your body. I'll show you a few things. One is reverse table. One is reverse plank. You could also stay in that bound angle. 10, or you could do a bridge. 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Inhale, and on your exhale, lower down, sit any way you want, and we're going to put the arm forward and down. This is a forearm stretch. Breathe in, and forward and down. So you got the second side, didn't you? We'll do a little shakeout. We're going to do another forearm plank. This one's going to be like you're doing a dolphin and then a plank. So I'll demonstrate if you want, but it's forearm plank, and then you lift your hips like dolphin. But we're going to do that 10 times. So when you're ready, forearm plank, and then you gently tuck the 10 as you lift your hips. 2, come in, 3, 4, 5, good, abs. 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. Now we're going to turn to the side, and it's another one that we sneak in things that are good for the posture and core strength. So one hand's here. You're going to go up and over, reach. Inhale, you go up and over. So lateral flexion is really good for posture. It's really good to help prevent forward rounded shoulders. So just do the best you can for. If you need to breathe and rest, that's okay. Good. Powerful. Wow. Keep going. I gave it a good try. 8, now I lost my balance. 9, breathe in. Good, Karen. Now, 10, I like to make sure we lower the hip first, and then we go to the other side. So your hand can start at your thigh. You go up and over. Breathe in. Good. 2, and good thoughts. 3, strong in that core. 4, but we're stretching too. So feel that stretch. 5, good. Way to lift the hip, Catherine. 6, I can see it from here. 7, 8, 9, good, Karen. All right, recover. Woo! Another hand stretch. Sit any way you want. This is one that you can do anywhere. It just looks innocuous. Nobody even knows what you're doing, right? You just kind of stretch your hands until they separate. This is more shoulder, and you can sit any way you want to. I'm just going to offer cow face. Karen, I tend to be more comfortable on my shins here too. Full inhale. And just do the best you can to breathe. Other side. Breathe in. I am going to offer a prayer pose reverse, but if this doesn't serve you, do it in front. So Karen, you may want to do it in front. Palms back. If you want this one, it looks like that, and you kind of go higher. But if you're doing it in front, you want to go lower. So it's the opposite, right? So 5, this is no matter what, feels good stretch. 4, 3, yep. 2, and then it's kind of like Liberace. You're just wiggling it or moving your fingers. Wiggling it, shaking it, or moving your fingers. We're going to go back to a forearm plank variation. So on this one, there's an option of floating your right toes up and then your left toes up. So I'll show you. It's not a big movement. It's more that you lift the right toes and point them back. Lift the left toes. That's option. So you can do 10 of these. 8, 7, 6, 5. You can also just hold a plank. 4, good. 3, 2, 1. Now turn sideways. In a way, this one's similar. It's a tree pose on your side, because you see what we're doing is we're getting rid of one of the supports. So it's going to be static though. So when you do it, you're just going to hold for 10 or the best you can. 9, we're not lifting and lowering like we did on the front plank. 7, 4, 2, lower your hip first, never at the shoulder, then the other side. Wherever you want your foot in tree pose, take it here. Breathe in. And then exhale, lower. Nice job. Grab a sit. I wanted to offer 10 push-ups, but I want you to always know you can do them square on the floor, up on the wall, good, on the knees. In other words, I'm mostly just trying to do some type of body weight exercise, but please find what's good for your joints. 10 of those. And yeah, we're trying to get 8 to 12 ounces of drink in this class. Yeah. Good, Karen. Good, Michelle. There's a little ab tone, no matter which one you're choosing, right? Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Woo! And then when you're ready, we're gonna do, Catherine, just stay upright. We're gonna do this one, Qigong, but you don't have to be on your knees. I'm just staying on my knees. Karen, you'll be fine if you just stay on your knees. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Nice. Come on down. We're going to do a series of planks. It'll be front plank, side plank, front plank, side plank. I'll cue it. The main thing is you do it per your safety speed. I'm not going to be moving fast, in other words. So go front plank, get lined up, go into a side plank, open, and then you're going to go into a front plank, and then open up to the side. Go into a front plank, and then open up into a side. Go into a front plank, and go into a side. Front plank, side. You're doing great. Front plank, side. We're going to do a whole nother round. So it's front plank, side plank, front plank, and side plank, and then front plank. And now rest your pelvis, and you're either going to be on your elbows or your hands. Find a place to stretch out your upper back. You got it. All right, come up and grab a sip, and we're gonna meet on the floor. Karen, you might want your pillow, you might want your Dynaband or Pilates ring, and you might want your foam roller. So we're gonna do some stretching with possibly props. You don't need them, but it is nice to have them. I'm gonna just change it up to show that you can always use different props. But I'm gonna use my Pilates ring and my foam roller lying on the back hamstring. And hip flexor, because when you put a foam roller or a block underneath you, one leg down has hip extension. One leg up has the hamstring. Woo! Beautiful. Cross the midline a little. Go out a little. Go up. Now switch which leg's in the air. Take the other one down. Enjoy. Cross the midline. You can go out to the side. And then both legs could be over the foam roller or the block for a moment, and just let your low back relax. It's like a decompression for your lower spine. It can be over the foam roller, or it can be over the block, or it can rest. Good. And relax. Your palms can face the ceiling. Breathe in. And then you can just slide your feet up and lower your spine. And we're going to take a quad stretch next. So I'm going to show you can do it a couple ways. One is to put your hand behind you on your side, pull your ribs down, pull your pubic bone up. Another way could be to lie on your roller and pull your shin under. Good. Your shoulders getting a stretch too. Breathe in. And then do the other side. Pull your hand to your foot. And good. Yep, you can do it on your side or you can do it on your back. If you have a foam roller, it's usually helpful though. Good. That looks good. 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 Nobody's out here with their knee. Your knee's roughly in line with your hip. And breathe real fully. You can imagine your belly is a beautiful pliant balloon or elastic. We want elasticity in our muscles and our fascia, like a wild animal running in the woods. We don't want it rigid, like plastic that's been exposed to sunshine and brittle. We want elasticity, pliancy, malleability, expansion, contraction. Good. Now, this next one is down dog. So if you can take down dog, great. If you need to do forearms, you can do it on your forearms. So what it's going to be is more focus on the calf. Press your heels back. If you'd like to add on, put your right foot on your left heel and stretch out that calf. Karen, you might like the forearm. Oh yeah, either way. Good, guys. Feel that, and Catherine, that will be really good for your knees. Now take your other foot down and push. Breathe in. Both heels pressed. And then rest down. Terrific, guys. You can take your block or your foam roller underneath your glutes to be up on the wall. So I'm just manipulating my blanket so I'm actually supported. So you want your hips on the block or the foam roller if you can. You'll still get benefit if you put your legs up. So let's say you're on the couch one night, you can still just put your legs up and higher than your heart and you'll get benefit. But boy, this is a nice decompression. Now let your eyes close and breathe in the energy of full wellness. Bathe your cells in an intention of wellness. Now, when you're ready, slowly take the block out, gently come to a seated position, and lift up through your spine, but without much effort. Now, this is a diagonal trap stretch. So what you could do is tilt your chin diagonally down. There's a possibility you could add your arm reaching. You could even add this hand assisting, but this shoulder, notice it's down. Yeah. Breathe in fully, go up, and then you're going to do this diagonal. I think of smelling a flower on a collar, and then reach the opposite arm down, and then the other hand could help out. There you go. And notice you can find a different chin position that's good for you. For me, there's a lot of them. So don't feel like it's only one angle that will get you. You'll probably get it in a few ways. The 3 scalenes, for example, that love attention. So 5. So just find it. It won't look like your neighbor if you can see your neighbor on screen. Good. That looks like a good one, Catherine. 3. I've got a few on this side. 4. Inhale up. Now it's almost like you're going over a fence, up and forward, chin down, hands to your head. Maybe the elbows even come together. Come back up and just a little rotation right. If you want to use a little bit of help, you can, but you're not forcing anything. You're just doing a clean rotation right, not the shoulders, just the neck. And then inhale and exhale, clean rotation left, just the jaw and the cervical spine, not the shoulders. The shoulders rest, the shoulders are square. And then you gently come back, and I'm going to do this because of, I know this is an area, Karen, you might really like this one. So if you know you have carried tension in your jaw, even if it's when you sleep, this is a densest muscle per square inch right here, or strongest muscle per square inch right here, masseter. And if you find a little spot that needs has a pressure point, you can gently push on it and release it. Just do a couple more nice ones, and then that's the M. Now here's the T, the temporalis of the TMJ, right? So just sort of massage that. And if you clench, this muscle is also clenching, right? So we're just relaxing it. And you can have a new baseline of relaxation in these muscles. The last little one is just, it's not TMJ, but it's just a nice one because there's so many attachments up here at the occipital ridge, that upside down U at the base of your spine. And if you tilt back, you can sometimes soften the muscles. But just do something that releases them. Oh, it always gives me chills, right? And then what we're doing is just setting a new baseline of relaxation. You can even go down. You can even work your way to your upper traps. You kind of let go of tension, and then you realize, okay, this is my new baseline I'm going to have for the day. So then take a moment, hands to your heart, just notice how that feels. Today I'm going to intend wellness and peace. Peace feels like how I feel right now. My muscles have been worked healthily and they're strong. I'm pliant. I've been breathing fully. My mind is clear. I'm going to stay closely connected to this high wellness feeling of peace the rest of my day. But it's okay if I start to wobble, because I'll recognize it early. The earlier I recognize it, the easier it is to bring myself into this state of peace. Anything I have to do can be done in this manner. I'm so glad to have this baseline for the rest of the day with so much appreciation. Thank you guys so much. You kicked butt. Happy Monday. Good to have everybody. I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you in 24 hours. Bye, guys.